everyone, in this video we will be looking at how to find the gradient of a line given 2 points. So there's a formula to find the gradient of a line given 2 points, and the formula is, remember we learned in our represents gradient, right? So you can put GRAD for shorthand as well, but M represents gradient, right? Which is the steepness or the slope of a line. So to find the gradient of a line, it's y1 take away y2 all over x1 take away x2. Or sometimes some people use this formula, y2 take away y1 all over x2, right? We will be using the y1, y2, x1, y2, right? Now, let's look at this example here to see how we really apply this formula. It said the example says calculate the gradient of the line AB, where A is 4, 2 and B is 6, 8. So now, I'm going to write it here. So point A is 4, 2, and point B is 6, 8. So label each point now, each of the coordinates now. So point A, the 4 will be, let's label it x1, and then the 2 will be y1. And then for B, it'll be the 6 is x2 and the y2 is 8. So x1, y1, x2, y2. Remember, x always comes first, right? And from there, we're just going to substitute our values into the formula. So our y1 values, remember the formula is y1 take away y2 all over x1 take away x2. Our y1 value is 2. So take away y2, which is 8. So 2 take away 8 at the top all over x1 take away x2. So x1 is 4. Take away x2, which is 6. Now you can use your calculators, but by now all they can do this in our head. 2 take away 8, that is negative 6, and 4 take away 6 is negative 2. We could go ahead one step further to simplify. Negative 6 divided by negative 2, negative divided by negative positive, and 6 divided by 2 is 3. Or you could just write your answer as 3 alone, right? Now, as I said, some people use the formula as y2 take away y1 all over x2 take away x1, x2 take away x1. So I'm just going to show you all how you can use that formula as well. So let's look at that. So right, let's go. So or we can use y2 take away y1 all over x2 take. Let's see if I get the same answer. So our y2 is 8. Our y1 is 2 all over x2, which is 6. Take away our x1, which is 4. So 8 take away 2 is 6, and then 6 take away 4 is 2, and then we get the answer as 3. Right? Now the reason why I'm in this video and moving forward, I'm going to stick with the y1 take away y2 over x1 take away x2. For some reason, I think it's easier for some people to remember like 1 take away 2, like the 1 comes first, right? Again, if you prefer the y2 take away y1 over x2 take away x1, perfectly fine. Both are correct, right? So now we're going to look at these questions. Here we're going to find the gradient of the following lines given 2 points. So let's look at number 1. So first things first, let's label our points, right? So we have P is 4, 5. So x1, y1. And then Q is 9, 10. So this will be x2, y2, right? And now let's use our equation. So the gradient is y1, right? So let's come across. So our y1 is 5. Take away y2, which is 10, all over x1, which is 4. Take away our x2, which is 9. So 5 take away 10 is negative 5, all over 4 take away 9 is negative 5 as well. Negative 5 divided by negative 5 is just 1. This is the answer here, right? Pretty easy, right? Let's look at number 2. So number 2, we have M is 8, 1. So this will be x1, y1, and N is 9, 6. So again, x2, y2. Again, using the formula for the gradient. y1 take away y2 all over x1 take away x2. So let's go. Our y1, I apologize, is 1, and our y2 is 6, all over x1, which is 8, and our x2 is 9. So 1 take away 6 is negative 5, over 8 take away 9 is negative 1. Two negatives are positive, and well, 5 over 1 is just 5. So just 5 is the answer, right? So far so good, right? And here we just have 2 more questions to look at. Alright, so just fix that. That's 3 and 4. Right, so number 3, we have A is negative 1, negative 2, so x1, y1. B is negative 2, 5, so that's x2, y2. Using our equation, y1 take away y2 all over x1 take away x2. So y1 is negative 3. Take away our y2, which is 5. Right, so that was y1 take away y2. All over x1 take away x2. Our x1 is negative 1. Take away is negative 2. So we have a lot of negative signs here, right? So just be careful with it. So negative 3 take away 5 is negative 8. You can double check if you calculate if you need to. You can draw a number line if you need to. And remember, 2 negatives are positive. So this is really negative 1 plus 2, which is really positive 1. So our final answer will just be negative 8, right? And then lastly, number 4, h is negative 5, negative 6, so x1, y1, k is 8, 0, so x2, y2. So again, m is equal to y1, take away y2, all over x1, take away x2. Now, I really encourage you all, keep on writing the formula over and over. This way the formula will stick with you, right? You remember by writing over things, by writing it in steps as well, you remember it a little bit better. Okay, so our y1 is negative 6. Take away y2, which is 0. All over our x1 is negative 5. Take away our x2, which is 8. So negative 6 take away 0, that's just negative 6. And then we have negative 5 take away 8, which is negative 13. And that's all. Well, we could, the negative divided by negatives are positive, so just be 6 over 13, right? And that's it, right? Again, you could try over the questions using the formula, right? And to be honest, you could use random points as well if you wanted. So you choose, okay, let's say k is 7, 5, m is 1, 7, and you can find the gradients of the lines, right? But this is a formula we need to remember. There are a lot of formulae in coordinate geometry that you have to remember, unfortunately. But as I said, when you write things over and over, it sticks with you. So you really get in the habit of actually writing and trying the questions, right? Alright, so I'll see you all in my next video.